Hello, my name is Koyamada. I'm an artist from Nagoya and representative of長者町 School of Arts, which is artist collective in the center of Nagoya. In the last year, 2019, we presented the project called Art Farming, which was urban farming art project. And the project all began from the article on the local newspaper. Let me explain how it all began. Now I would like to introduce the newspaper from the town, which is called Choja Machi Shimbun, which means Choja Machi newspaper. They actually published the newspaper for more than 70 years. That's long, and it's part of the history of the town. It started as a business newspaper among those close business around here. And first place they published weekly, I guess, and they have a lot of issues. And these days they only publish once a month, but still they're publishing. 3 years ago, I began to take the part of the newspaper. Inside the newspaper, the publisher offered me a page of the art newspaper. So I published what is called Greater Choja Machi Heso newspaper, which is about fine art around here. And this is the media that we start talk about the urban farming project, art farming.
Greater Choja Machi Heso newspaper has been published since September 2017. It is planned as newspaper within a newspaper. One of the page on the newspaper called Choja Machi Shimbun. The paper is not supposed to be just art information paper. It's supposed to be the artwork itself. So we decided to talk about the imaginary future or ideal future on art instead of just telling what's going on around here. On the article in 2018, we introduced the idea about art farming, which is supposed to be the urban farming project relating to fine art. After we actually started the project, we used the newspaper as a progress report of the project. For international reader, articles are sometimes written in English. In 2020, due to the COVID-19 situation, we have to change the direction of our new project. On the June issue in 2020, we presented the broadcasting project called Art Farming TV. Right now, we're preparing for TV studio. That's gonna be the next platform for the people who would like to join us to be next creator from Chojamachi. For Daichoja Machi Heso newspaper, we use editing software like Illustrator. However, for the final product, we always had handwritten sentences and hand-drawn illustrations. Artist and poet Jim Murata have poetry corner on the newspaper every month. Now I would like to talk about art farming project that we have done last year. I also like to introduce the idea and concept of the art farming project itself, because art farming project started as just an urban farming project, of course, from artistic approach to the urban farming, but it's somewhat about vegetable and plants and stuff. However, for this year, we wanted to start a new project and talk about what we can do for the next. But we're still looking at the idea of art farming, because we started art farming as urban farming project, but at the same time, we noticed that it's more than that. It's a mishmash of workshop, educational sessions, classes, and exhibition, and everything is all together. So it's actually a realization of the concept of Choja Machi School of Arts itself. So we keep the name for our continuous project, art farming, should refer to not only the urban farming, should refer to artist farming, creativity farming. So everything that we would like to do could be within the idea of art farming. So we started the new project under the name of art farming for this year too. So I would like to also introduce that new project as well. The year 2018 was the year before Aichi Triennale 2019. So we started to discuss about what we can do for the next year, because we organized the Chojamachi School of Arts, but we need some kind of project, big project, to unite people, gather with the idea of Chojamachi School of Arts. And at the same time, we can expect more audience and recognition to the idea of Chojamachi School of Arts itself. So we started the research what we can do for the next year. At the first place, it was a very simple idea, because Chojamachi School of Art is located in the center of Nagoya, which is urban area that we don't see many greens around here. Of course, there are greens along the street, but it's very rare to see soil and small plants around in the Chojamachi area. So we wanted to see something like that. And we started the research on urban farm in Europe and many other places. And it was hot in 10 years ago, actually. It's not like a very new thing. So we could look at lots of example and challenges in many other places. So at the first place, we just wanted to try something like this and make it somewhat unique from our side. But once we started the art farming project, it's changed a lot, actually. Art farming project is not simple urban farming project anymore. Of course, we also do actual urban farming itself. We planted cotton, we planted pepper, we planted many other vegetables that we can eat as well. But we approach to the urban farming from many directions. This is a timeline of Project Art Farming 2019. As you can see, it's a year-long project starting from January and going through until middle of October. It's a long project, actually. And it's not only exhibition and farming. It's a combination of everything. Lectures and study session and actual farming as well. And starting from the beginning, we call it the farming season until July, end of July. And from end of July, we address the season as exhibition season. That we have a big 6-story building. The whole building becomes the exhibition venue. So we also have a study room in the building as well. So it's like a work as a museum and school at the same time. Our first project was called Chojamachi Art Hackathon. the word hackathon is from the term of the programmers, computer programmers use. The hackathon is like a competition that programmers get together and make some kind of boot camp for 2 days and come up with a solution and come up with a program itself, programmed in 2 days, that kind of stuff. So we took the style and call for entry from public, and we had like about 40 people join for the project. And we had a session in January, we had a session in February, and made group out from that, and each group presented their work in March. We had a judging session and awarded them to ask them to realize that project with the awarded money. So that's our first project. That's very straightforward to the urban farming project anyway. During the farming season, which will continue to the end of July, we already asked them to, these are the awarded projects from Art Hackathon, and we already asked them to start project because May, June, July is the time to seed. So we just begin the project and continue watching during exhibition season as well. And during the farming season, in June and July, we had some study session and workshop session, like a moss hacking session was fun. We invite the ecologists from New York and curators of art. From the end of July, we started the art farming exhibition season, what it's called. And like I said, it's a whole building was a venue. And not only a whole building, on the street we have street art as well. So there are lots of works. So we just gonna take a peek, not everything. So I cannot explain everything, but it's all connected with the idea of growing, idea of farming, and looking at the life, the scenery and signs of life, death, and seasonal goddess, and everything is interpreted by artists. So in a 6-story building, each floor has a different approach. We even used the staircase as well. And some of the work is interconnected to each other too. I would like to show the little bit of our new project called Art Farming TV. Art Farming TV started as a solution to the COVID-19 situation. In June, we published the journal of our project from last year, and then we wanted to celebrate that and try to gather people for the celebration, but it's not possible at that time. And in April and March, we prepare for the project, and we broadcasted what it's called, the program called Art Farming TV on June 20th and June 21st. And it was also a combination of art and study session and discussion and everything. But it's more like a parody of the TV program that we used to watch when we were kids. So some of the icon and some of the style of the program is common for the people. And that's actually attract people to join for the program. And I noticed that TV station and TV program is slightly fading these days because of the YouTube and every other way of sending movie and information to public. TV station is getting weaker commercially, I would say. However, the format of the TV station and the idea about the variety of lineups still attract the people. It's not straightforward art. It's not only straightforward commercial. TV station had the programs that the mixture of art and entertainment and news and documentary and everything. So we wanted to use this format itself to come up with our new project for the next year. Well, I'm running out of time, but I would like to share a digest version of broadcasting here. Here we go.はい、皆さん、こんにちは。さて、いよいよ始まりましたアートファーミング TV です。
こちらはい。一冊ですよ。ダウンロードできるのは一冊ですよ。はい。こちらですね、2019年に行われた、名古屋の長者町というところで行われた、都市アート、ごめんなさい、間違えた。
ご紹介できますか？
こんにちは。ベルリンコロッケ屋台をやってます。峰村あゆみです。
なんかこんな風になってるのがすごく素敵だなと思って、こう移動式っていうかモバイルアーバンファームっていうのがなんかもう本当まさにこの形で、
今一応ね、ハンズフリーで話してたっていうことで、はい、ありがとうございます。じゃあ、もう早速、お話に入っていただこうと思ってますが、ちょっとお約束上、じゃあ、実っていいかな？
いいかな。
ありがとうございます。
どちらかというと非常にこう生活レベルでの緑の関係とか、地域物価とか、地球はこのままほっといていいのかみたいな時代の地球の危機と、アートプロジェクト。
やろうと。そのグラウンドレベルから面白い場所を作ろうというのが、ことの発端です。はい。
間宮さん、なんか長者町のなんか印象ってなんかどんなことがあって？
さんが加藤さんに移動の仕方を教えてる声が遠くから聞こえてきた。
だんだん聞こえてくるっていう。
リアルだ。これは飲み屋さんでこっちです。
ちょっと乾いたこの玉ねぎと、背景のね際みたいなところをはみ出ないようにしっかり緊張して、描いてきます。ここの際の部分ちょっと水をあまりつけなかったんですけれども、際の部分まで、
目がしてたから、どうかなと思ってた。
薄茶色は、5個育てて、5個とも発芽して、茶色も5個とも発芽しました。
すごいね。ありがとう。じゃあまたちょっと聞きに来るね。ありがとう。
1848年フランス2月革命、台頭するブルジャージーと現代生活の英雄性、プロレタリアートと革命家。その時ギュスターブ・クールベは何を表現したのか。
の映像を見ていただこうと思います。
はい、じゃあゲーム実況はこの辺で。まだ展覧会20いや、これね、ラジオとやっぱり勝手が違うなっていう感じがありますよね。
そうですね。
なんでしょうね。
逆に言うとラジオと違って、そうやって音なしでもいいんじゃないかって。
そうそう、何か耐えれてしまうね、感じありますよね。
ダメですから。ちゃんと喋ってくださ
い。実際、あれですよね。
そうですね。
これ、アートファーミングテレビ、アートファーミング TV は、毎月ですね。すいません。
Okay, this is our new project, Art Farming TV. We're going to keep broadcasting every month, and we are looking at the big event next year. Hopefully, COVID-19 situation will be solved, and next year we want to get a lot of people together in a TV station that we are aiming for. We believe everybody can be creators. So just don't be an audience. Come join us and be a director, producer, actor, whatever on the production side. That's what we are aiming for. We are looking for our staff. That's how we make everybody be artists and creators. Too many artists, too many designers. That's the beautiful future that I would like to imagine. Thank you very much.